Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Data Breaches, where we cover 5 of the most interesting data breaches from this last week and one of our favorite bourbons. I'm Steve.
Mike.
Divya.
Shoo, I forgot. We're in that order. I guess Austin first.
Divya, what do you have for us this week?
Okay, guys. So for the first story, we're going to be looking into an AltRight group in Texas. This is Texas Right to Life website, exposed job applicants' resume. I would also like to add in that the anti-abortion group Texas Right to Life exposed the personal information of hundreds of job applicants after a website bug allowed anyone to access their resumes, which were stored in an unprotected directory on its website. So what do you guys have to say about this one?
What type of unprotected directory? Was it perhaps an unprotected S3 server or S3 directory?
It did not say. I don't think the article said, because we would have to take a shot if it's S3.
So,
It's built largely in WordPress.
an unprotected WordPress directory.
So, okay, so from a technical standpoint, we don't know if it's S3. WordPress used to be terrible at security. It's gotten a lot better, but there's dozens, if not hundreds of plugins that may be terrible too, and that's the danger of this. So when the article says a bug, I really don't, I highly doubt it's a bug.
Yes.
I think it's an issue like a unsecured S3 directory. And so therefore, I think it warrants a shot.
I think that I find it interesting that this bug coincides with an unprotected directory of any kind. Usually an unprotected directory is not requiring a bug. It's unprotected. It's open to the public. Bugs are not allowed or needed.
Right.
There goes some wonderful Evan Williams for this unprotected directory. Yeah, it's I mean, I find it interesting that we have story after story about these unprotected directories, whether it's Azure or S3 or WordPress. This just keeps coming up.
Y'all need to know what tools you're using and how to configure it.
Was this a hacker or was it just a random internet citizen that pointed it out?
I want to say it's like an internet citizens, because this website has had a lot of blowback with like GoDaddy pushing it off of its server, and they had to find new hosting places. So it's a whole mess.
So GoDaddy first pushed them off.
I think they pushed them off after.
So this was more of like a Parler unprotected directory.
It's like regardless of what you think, this is the specific whistleblower website, which is the most controversial part of the bill. And yeah, if GoDaddy doesn't want you, you should take a long, hard look at yourself and ask why, because GoDaddy wants almost anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. If GoDaddy thinks you're sleazy,